Alright, so we're back in the saddle here and leaving that culvert behind. And so we're just pushing our way south here and west. I keep saying south, but kind of a little bit south. And lots of west. So our next stop is going to be coming up in about 600 meters or so. So I'm gonna zip you ahead to that. So just enjoy the scenery. So here we have a culvert and the marker here. I think that says 158.32. So again, that's the mileage on the Kinghorn. So that would be 108.62 on the original lines. Okay, so our next stops are basically what we have here is a couple little rock cuts, not particularly big. This one here is mostly on the north side. You can see it's probably, I don't know, 10 feet or so high, 12 feet. So one of the interesting things you're starting to see is a little more of this reddish tinged rock, and then you see a little bit over here as well, and I believe that is lots of clay content in the rock. I don't know, again, I'm not a geologist, I don't play one on TV either, so I don't know what's up with that, but very unusual for this area. And we have another little piece of rock cut just up here. And this one is a bit more. So we have some on the south side here, and again you can see kind of that red rock, and you really see it over here on the north side. This one not as tall. This one's maybe 7 or 8 feet high, this cut. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to continue pushing our way to the west, and our next kind of really big stop probably coming up is going to be a really big embankment with some concrete culverts over Welch Creek. All right, so we're backpedaling again and just pushing our way west, and we have one little thing to see before our next stop, so I'll kind of zoom you ahead there. So what we have here is this is actually the natural gas pipeline, and so we're actually going to cross this pipeline twice. So this is one crossing here, and we're going to cross it again a little bit further to the west. We've crossed the pipeline before, and so I'm trying to think of examples of them. So off the top of my head, I'm thinking of places like up just west of McCurdy by Wanagoo Lake. I'm also thinking of places up by Cameron Falls along the Nipigon River. We crossed the pipeline. Okay, so now we're up on top of this very, very long, very high embankment, and just below us is a little stream known as Welch Creek. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be dropping down to take a look at it. You can see there's a big kind of pond that's been formed here. The beaver has done some damage here, and I don't know if it's between the beaver and you know, some storms and some erosions. So basically, as we look down here, you can see there's very large, there's two of them, but only one, this side you can only see the one. They're very large concrete segmented culverts. There is a mileage marker, but I checked it out, we couldn't read it. So you can see the water that's kind of flowing through the dam here, and all the erosion that's been done on the north side. On the south side, it's actually in pretty decent shape, and you can see the water just kind of lazily floating along through the twin culverts there. Okay, so we're going to jump down and take a look at what's going on. Okay, so we've made our way down to the bottom of the embankment. So you can see we're standing here on the edge of this little beaver pond. And so you can see the concrete culvert that was put in place here. You can see the work that the beaver has done. And you can also see the damage that's been done to the culvert, where sections of it have been displaced. And you can see there's been a whole section here that's been eroded as a result of washouts and things like that, and that's just a result of not being maintained for quite a number of years. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop over to the other side and take a look from there. All right, so we've made our way down below the grade on the south side again. We're probably about 25 feet or so below. Seems like a lot more when you're coming down, but you can see the two culverts on the south side, and you can see they're in a lot better shape, obviously not having suffered any damage as a result of any flooding or beaver work. And so again, you can see that they're an older style concrete culvert. And so what we're going to do is we're going to pop back up on the grade and continue to make our way westward.